News 46 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, one person is transported from a two-car crash.
The Chamber of Commerce is getting ready for Balloon Fest.
And calls for emergency services are on the rise. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell and Zach Reinert. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Wednesday, February 22nd, 2017. I'm Deanna O'Donnell.
And I'm Zach Reinert for News 46.
One person was transported locally to Desert View Hospital yesterday afternoon following a two-car crash.
We got dispatched approximately about 15:45 hour two-vehicle accident, Murphy and Charleston Park. I was on Rescue 15 arrival, found two vehicles, one box truck, commercial box truck on its side. Two patients were self-extricated out of both vehicles. One patient, Medic 2 got on location, Medic 2 transported one local to Desert View, and the other patient signed AMA.
The accident, a T-bone type collision, right?
I believe so. It was a T-bone type collision. The box truck was tipped over, no hazardous materials, no product, no release of anything.
Valley Electric was also called in, and perhaps even the phone company.
Yeah, one of the phone boxes was damaged, and one of the power poles had slight damage. So you have Sheriff's Office contacted AT&T and Valley Electric.
One of the occupants of the car got inside the ambulance and decided to come back out. Was that just being checked out on scene?
Yeah, I called for an additional medic unit for the patient that was in the box truck just to have a medical evaluation, and he refused treatment and transport, so he signed an AMA.
Well, ultimately, it's up to Mother Nature how many days Balloon Fest will last, but the kickoff starts tomorrow morning for the 4-day event.
Well, we just got done painting out all the lines for all the the booth spaces out here. We've got about 77 vendors this year, and you can see the carnival in the background there getting things all set up and ready to go.
Gave us amusements.
Yes, we'll have Media Day tomorrow. It's for media and just the balloon pilots. They'll start out about 6 o'clock in the morning, so you'll probably see a few of them flying around town early in the morning if you have an early coffee. And then we'll start off Friday morning with the Ascension. About 6:30, I think they'll all take off probably about 7 o'clock, and all the vendors will be setting up Friday, and we'll open the park at 4 o'clock. And we have a cold inflate this year that we'll have starting Saturday after the Mass Ascension that will be in Field B. So we're Patrick Park, what's known of it is actually A, the cold inflate will be in B, and then the balloon ascension will be in C.
And there's also going to be tethered balloons?
Yes, we'll have 2 tethered balloonists out giving rides, weather permitting. Everybody keep your fingers crossed. It's, beautiful today. Hopefully it'll push on through like this for the weekend.
These balloons are sponsored, so there's already riders that are assigned to the balloons. So if you want to get up in a balloon, the tethered ride is the best way to go, right?
Yeah, tethered ride is actually the only way to go. All of our sponsors, we have 24 sponsors this year. Great businesses in town help us put this together by helping, donate and funding. We got our lodging partners that gave us some rooms, and there's a lot of great businesses in town that help us pull this off every year. We have the Glow will be on Friday night and Saturday night, again, weather permitting. We're going to show up about 5:30. As soon as it gets dark outside, they'll start it. We've got a technical script that's all done in music where they actually line up in a row on down two sides of the field and kind of simultaneously go off and finish up with the dueling banjos.
There you go. And so, once again, the Balloon Fest starts on Friday, and the park right here with the carnivals and the booths will open at 4 p.m. on Friday, so people can come on down for that. There's all sorts of food, all sorts of things to shop and buy and look at.
Yeah, we got some great booths this year. We got some all the way from wild jerky to, we have a gal that's coming up from Havasu that her booth will be nothing but like balloon memorabilia type stuff.
And Sunday, it's looking like the weather might not be behaved.
Yeah, right now looking at it, it's supposed to rain, but hopefully we might get a few winds in the evening, late at night or something to finish blowing this storm through.
Thank you so much, Vicki. For more information on the Pahrump Balloon Festival, they can go to the Pahrump Valley Chamber of Commerce's website, right?
Yes, that's the best place to do. We won't be in the office starting from today until Monday. So go to PahrumpChamber.com and click on the Balloon Fest link. The flyer's right there that gives you all the schedules for the public, and there's even a map there that kind of shows you where all the vendor booths spread out is.
And of course, Petrick Park, located at Basin and Highway 160.
Yep.
It's going to be a lot of fun. Chief Lewis from Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue has issued his annual report of the calls for services in relation to fire and medical his office has responded to last year.
Well, we're seeing an increase over each calendar year. We're having more additional responses. We're covering additional areas within not only Pahrump, but our mutual aid neighbors, including Clark County, going into California, going up towards Amargosa. So we regularly travel up into the Crystal and 95 area.
What's the numbers look like right now?
Well, as we speak, in 2016, we responded to over 9,000, about 9,300 responses, where in comparison to 2015, we were around the 87 mark.
What does that mean per day?
Oh, that's a great question. It can average anywhere from about 24 to 26 calls per 24-hour period. However, there's been those times where we've been well into the 30s on those kind of days that have drawn a significant number of response requirements.
And that's not only transports back and forth to Las Vegas, that's fire calls, that's ambulance services locally.
Yes, that would be any kind of fire, traffic accidents, medical emergencies that are occurring, interfacility transfers, mutual aid assignments, whatever needs to be accomplished. And I guess the really key part is that we're all doing it with the same number of people on duty at any given time, which is set at 9. So no matter what the incident is, those 9 people are handling and going from one type of call to another, and they do it seamlessly. So it's a testament to the training and also the ability for our folks to be flexible.
What's the logistics look like for that, trying to maneuver all those calls?
Yeah, you know, it's a really great question. It's kind of almost like a mass unit. You have to learn just to go from one thing to another, evaluate that on its own principles, and then react appropriately.
How's the Nye County Sheriff's Office dispatch handling that amount of calls?
Well, I'm sure they're pulling their hair out as well, because they're the ones that actually receive the calls and then dispatch it and then manage it aside us. So it often creates challenges for both parties.
So what's going on with the budget with this?
Well, the budget has remained relatively static. One of the things that's really helped us was the PSST, the Public Safety Sales Tax. That has allowed us to go out and make some purchases, some very key purchases to upgrade our communications, because essentially when we look at communications in general, communications equals time. So if we can cut back on the number and the amount and the type of communication, we're actually saving time and getting to those responses and managing them.
And that's the increase in the sales tax that was just recently or in the last year voted in?
It was several years ago that's been into play, and then it was just a matter of defining and determining exactly what the parameters were for the spending plans, and that's been done between the BOCC in the DA's office, and it's working quite well, and it's allowing us to go out and do a lot of different things that we've needed to do for years now.
All right, more on the way on News 46. We'll be right back.